What's up everyone, Andrew Baena here, and on today's video we're going to be doing a demo of the Getaway Driver Pedal from Orange. So what this pedal is essentially a 70s style amp in a box. You can use it in a few different ways, which I will show off in this video, but first and foremost I'm going to show you what the pedal sounds like in a full demo mix. Then we're going to come back, talk about all the specs and features of the pedal, and then last but not least I'm going to show you a few different ways you can use the pedal outside of a mix so you can just hear what it sounds like by itself. So first and foremost I'm going to show you what the Getaway Driver sounds like in a full demo mix using the settings as you can see right now. And this was going into the front of a Blackstar St. James amp on the clean channel, and it sounds like this. Okay, now that you've heard how the pedal sounds in a full demo mix, we're going to talk about the specs and features of this pedal. So as you can see, the control scheme is pretty simple. It only has 3 knobs on the top, which are a volume, a gain, and a bite knob. The volume and the gain knob are obviously pretty self-explanatory, and the bite knob is essentially your EQ scoop. Other than that, we of course have an input and an output, but the really cool thing about this as well is the headphone output, which you can see there. So this is actually a cab sim built into this pedal, so you can actually run this direct into your interface or to a PA, or of course into your headphones. And one of the really cool things about this pedal as well is when the pedal is bypassed, the cab sim actually stays engaged. So you could actually just bypass everything on this pedal and just use it as a cab sim. So if you have a bunch of other things on your pedal board going on, even if you bypass this, you still get that cab sim out, which is pretty cool and kind of a neat way to be able to record multiple different pedals potentially. And last but not least, as I mentioned in the beginning, the voicing and gain structure of this pedal is based on a cranked 70s valve amp. You can run it at either 9 volts or 12 volts. If you run it at 9 volts, it's going to give you more of an EL84 tube amp tone, or if you run it at 12 volts, it's going to sound more like an EL34 type tone apparently. For the purposes of my video, I'm only going to be running it at 9 volts though. So that pretty much does it for the specs and features of the Getaway Driver. Now what I'm going to do is plug this pedal back in and show you a few different ways that you can record this pedal and a couple of the different tones you can get. So first I'm going to show you what it sounds like going into the front of that Blackstar St. James 6L6 amp once again, using the exact same tone and settings that I was using in the full demo mix. And then what I'm going to do is switch it so you're going to be using the high gain channel of the Blackstar and using this pedal as more of a boost or an overdrive in front of an already overdriven amp. And then last but not least, I'm going to use the cab sim out and put this directly into my interface so you can hear what the pedal sounds like completely by itself with no other amp in the mix. So with that being said, here are some guitar tones. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Huge thank you to Orange for sponsoring this video. Very cool to work with a company of their caliber. It was really nice meeting them over at 42 Gear Street where they hooked me up with this pedal. I apologize that it took me a little bit to finally get to demoing this thing, but it sounds really cool. Really good alternative way to get the Orange amp style tone for obviously a much lower price point than buying the full-on amp. With that being said, please be sure to go check out the links in the description and the pinned comment below to learn more about this pedal and also be able to purchase it where applicable. And of course, last but not least, a big thank you to all my Patreon members whose names are on the screen at this point in time. If you're interested in audio downloads, guitar tabs, stems, or a shout out on the screen, you can find all of that over there. And last but not least, I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I am a little bit sick right now, but I pushed through it because we got work to do. That's all I got to say. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to reading your comments.